Alright, yo, what's going on? My name is King, the Mission Nameless King, and I'm back for some more One Punch Man Destiny content. And I did a little experiment for you guys. I had a few guys asking me to try out different classes to see how much levels I can get off of the new Saitama boss. So I tried with 3 different classes. Tried with Puri because he was the one, or this class was the one that I mentioned the most in my last video. And then I also did Superhuman and Ninja because those were the ones that I saw being requested. Ninja most likely being requested because Ninja's M1 when you press N gives you the added damage with the sword attacks. And then Superhuman because Superhuman has the most passive base damage on its class, because Superhuman, the class itself, has a passive of plus 15 bonus of damage to all attacks, and then its Awakening also gives you 50% extra bonus damage, and that stacks on top of the passive. So it's a total of 65 plus damage for your character when you use the Superhuman just off rip. So those are the ones that I tried the most, and typically you would think that the one that gets the most M1s is the one that would come out the most, but it turns out that that's not actually how it happens. So we tried Puri first, and Puri, like I told y'all, it gave me around 700 levels. So it turns out that when I tried it, Puri actually gave me 722 levels. So it's even more than what I thought. I know, honestly, I said 700 levels, but I was actually thinking it was probably more, so around about 650, but it greatly exceeded my expectations, and I was also really impressed. So yeah, that's how much levels I get from using Puri. After Puri, I tried Ninja, and Ninja was only able to get me 599 levels, so it got beat out by over 200 levels. Even though I was using the sword and all its attacks, it still got beat out. So that was pretty interesting as well. And then moving on to Superhuman only gave me 572, so it lost even worse than Ninja did. And I kind of have a little theory for why that works out like that. So if we go over to Taro and we showcase the damage, the M1s with Puri only do 5.7, and this is me in my awakened state. In my awakened state with Ninja, it only does it does 7.1 billion damage, so it does even more. So Ninja does even more M1 damage than Puri. Superhuman only did like 4.4 when I was awakened with base M1 damage, so that was also pretty interesting. So that's why Superhuman lost by a mile, because it was only about 4. Puri you would think would come in second place, since it does like less than 2 billion damage. But the reason why Puri beats out Ninja is because, one, it has 2 moves that greatly increase the DPS. So just think about how many punches this is in a second, the R move, and then think about the fact that you can do an even longer version, the F, that does even more damage. So 9.5 billion, and then with the R, 7.2 billion. And think about how many punches that is per second. And then you also have to add the idea that these don't have long cooldowns at all. 10 seconds for an F ability that does that much damage per second is absolutely crazy. You do more punches than Phoenix does fireballs, and each of them are hitting 9.5 billion. That's so when you think about the fact that you're literally spamming this on the boss, and this is a boss that means that that gives you, a certain amount of XP and strength stat based off of how much damage you do in a certain amount of time. It only makes sense that Puri would, just stack up in damage. It would just add to more damage than the 2 of them combined. So that was pretty interesting. So there goes you guys' answer. If you were interested in me doing that, and you might want to see me seeing what other classes, how they fare up to the Saitama boss. So if you want to see how many levels I get using all of the other classes, go ahead and let me know down below. You have to keep in mind that the more you do this, the more strength you'll get, meaning the more levels you will gain as well, because the more XP you'll gain. So it'll probably be a little bit distorted if I ever do one of these again, because I'll have way more strength the next time I probably record another video like this. So I guess at that point I'll redo Puri Puri and redo Superhuman and then redo Ninja as well, just to give y'all a kind of a scaled attempt at it, so y'all can see how it's scaled based off of my strength. So yeah, keep that in mind. It was really fun to make. It was a good little science experiment. I'm glad I did this for the people, so y'all are welcome. If y'all were enjoying this video at all, then go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and if you like the content, you might want to consider subscribing, because I do upload daily content. But that's all for this video, guys. Thank you.